You know we're live, right?
Yeah, I'm not live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, we're back again.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we? Are we? Are we? Where are you? Where are you?
I'm in the main portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are live. Can people hear me? Can people hear me?
Oh, you can read the comments there.
Am I that rusty? Hi guys. Welcome to Pillow Talk. Welcome to Pillow Talk. Hi guys. Welcome back to Pillow Talk. I'm actually like like not been on the camera for such a long time.
Good afternoon, guys. How are you? Welcome to Pillow Talk. This is my beautiful wife. She's not been on the camera for the last 10 years. But I had to hustle on this beautiful Valentine's Day to bring her. Doesn't she look amazing, guys? Doesn't she look amazing? Doesn't the first lady look beautiful? I was about to say delicious, but I don't think that's romantic. Doesn't she look amazing? So just share. We're about to have fun. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be amazing. Showing the first lady some ropes, how our new studio operates like.
Loving it.
Do you love it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool. Like
it's cozy, isn't it?
Very cozy. So
amazing.
We're not here for long, guys. First, let me start by saying hi guys. I've missed you all and I hope you're all okay. I hope you're all dealing with quarantine just fine. My phone is buzzing now because people are just seeing that one live. I haven't been here in a while. I have missed you all and I love you all and I hope you're all keeping safe in quarantine and not eating each other. So with that said, I'm just going to go straight into it. And try and hurry up and leave you guys alone to do whatever romantic people are doing today. Or those who are not. What is Valentine is coming? Where's your boyfriend?
Pretty nice.
I just wanted us to come live today, guys, so we can talk about emotional intelligence. Hi, mother, hi, how are you? See, I'm having to look here and, but it is what it is. I mean, guys, talk to us. What are people doing with Valentine's Day? Because we're in lockdown. I mean, I know what I have planned, but what do you guys have planned? So this thing of like me looking over there and reading comments and then
I'm making it easier for you. There you go. This baby thing. Then just you can talk to everybody.
You can just like that.
Show me to hold it for you,
please.
Right, nice.
Right. So guys, Wallace is sorting that out. Invite.
Good.
Oh, thank you, mother. Thank you so much. How are you? How's London? How is it? Hope it's not snowy down there, and I hope you're taking care of my daddy really well. So guys, before I say too much we wanted to come live today and talk about emotional intelligence. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go straight into it. So during this quarantine, people have been really struggling with emotions per se, especially couples, marriages. There's been a rise of people breaking up, marriages divorcing. There's been a rise of more single people because people are not going out to mingle, to meet other people. So because I heard the other day our Prime Minister say that the restrictions are going to start to be opened up and we're going to hopefully start going out there to mingle again. I thought it would be really good for Pillow Talk to come back and just prepare everybody for coming out and how you're going to deal with people out there through emotional intelligence, guys. So if you're to ask me, what emotional intelligence is, I'm just going to define it for you. Here, according to what the notes I've written. So, emotional intelligence is basically the ability to recognize and understand emotions in yourself and others, and your ability to use this awareness to manage your behavior and relationships. It is really important, guys, that during the time when we're about to come out, we've been stuck in our houses, we've been really depressed. Some of us, well, I can speak for myself, but it's depressed at times, guys. It's been so hard, stuck with him 24/7. Okay.
What's wrong with me?
Oh my days. Where do I start? You're the most perfect man in the world.
Oh, thank you.
So coming out and having to mingle with other people, having to speak to the in-laws again, having to meet the bin man again, having to meet your neighbors again, it's gonna need us to draw a whole lot of emotional intelligence, guys. So I just wanted to encourage somebody out there who's listening now to really look from within and look at yourself, whether you understand your emotional intelligence. I feel like a lot of us in society, especially if you grew up in African background, we are trained to deal with our IQ, which is our intellectual intelligence, but we are not taught to deal with our emotional intelligence, which is basically what helps us to live with others in a society, in a community, what helps us to live with our partners, our wives, and our husbands. So as we are about to go out into the society, as we're about to go, the door's about to be opened, I was saying to my husband the other day, I said, you know what, this feels like I feel like, I'm like a lion that's been put in a cage, and you've locked the door, and I'm hungry and I'm hungry and I'm hungry. And unless if you have that emotional intelligence when the doors are open, that lion is going to eat the first person that's going to open the cage for them. So I just thought it'd be really good, guys, to just really talk about being able to understand your emotional intelligence. I mean, do you want to jump in before I continue?
No, it's amazing. All I'm saying is you just steal my preaching. I was talking about Bonamai. It's not Bolognese, but Bonamai, about emotions. But it's beautiful.
Yeah, so what he said, guys. So, I mean, when we're talking about emotional intelligence, guys, I think it'd be only good to look at aspects to do with your own personal self. When we're heading out, guys, or when we're dealing with our partners, just in case Boris changes his mind and we have to deal with them, ladies, for another second, actually, I might just, talk to myself. But, it's really good to look at yourself as a person. What makes you happy? What makes you? What makes you unique? Ability to recognize your behaviors and your tendencies. In order for you to be an attractive person, you have to love yourself from within. You have to be able to look in the mirror and say that I am happy and content on my own as a person. Am I right?
Yes.
So with that, as we're heading out, I keep on saying as we're heading out, because for me, I feel like we're in preparation to leave the houses, ladies, and go out to our jogs, and go out to our tea parties, if we don't have emotional intelligence, we don't want to fall back to the bad behaviors that we had before. We don't want to fall back to the same friends, to the same coffee shop. We want to come out confident. We want to come out bold, and we want to come out with a personality that is going to make us a better person in society, if that makes any sense. Start looking into little, we only have a couple of days because Boris said, in the next week or so is going to make his announcement. So really start looking at tendencies, little things that we are doing and not doing that make us basically us, per se. I mean, as you can, hear, what makes me at the moment is that sound right there. And if I don't look from within and appreciate the small things that I have from within, I'm going to struggle. You're going to struggle to step out into the world. Some of us have gained weight during the quarantine. It's really crucial to just basically love yourself from within and appreciate the little things that you have. If you are dark, if you're light skinned, if you are, if you're a bit snappy during lockdown, try look into that. See how you can calm down yourself a little bit, because otherwise we're going to have some really angry moms and dads at, drop off and pick up time. because we haven't associated with other people for I mean, for those who have been going out and sending their kids to school, good for you. But for me, I'm gonna be very, angry Nancy, because I've been associated with these people for a long time. So it's really crucial when looking at emotional intelligence to really look from within, even especially when you're dealing with your partner. I can only speak. I always say when I come in Pillow Talk, I can only speak for ladies. That sometimes when you're dealing with the opposite sex, they don't quite, the school is not just quite tight. It's a bit looser. So try be a lot more patient with yourself. Be patient with the person you're dealing with. That is emotional intelligence, understanding that just because I understand this particular emotion right now does not mean that the other person understands this particular emotion right now. So it's crucial to really take into consideration that the other person might not necessarily understand things the way you do. That is what we call emotional intelligence. So that means me considering that my husband might not necessarily understand that he has to pick up his own socks, okay, and he has to wash his own cups and plates. That's emotional intelligence. It sounds it sounds like it's an insult, but truth being told, one very wise woman said to me that they're all the same, ladies, they're all the same. And with that said, once you have dealt with your personal tendencies, I think it will set you up to deal with your social tendencies, your social intelligence, being able to be outside and know that when I'm in the shopping aisle, when I'm outside and I'm driving, the other person does not know and cannot predict what my next move is. So it's really crucial, because I feel like because we've been stuck in the house for such a long time, and we've been dealing with the opposites, for husbands, for example, you've been dealing with your wife 24/7, you've been just seeing her face and having to deal with her, from morning to noon. It's going to take a whole lot of intelligence for you to be able to deal with other people who are not so, they're not so open to, or not so patient, or not so understanding to the way you deal with things. Because as husband and wife, sometimes we can tolerate each other, but it's crucial, guys, to understand that as we go out, not everybody's going to tolerate your emotions, or everyone's going to tolerate the things that you're going to say or how you're going to feel. Emotional intelligence is really crucial, especially now more than ever, where I feel a lot of people are literally living, by a strand of string in their marriages, a strand of string in their relationships with their work colleagues, because everybody's tense, but what we have to remember, guys, is that as much as you are going through this pandemic, going through this time, but we are all going through it. Everybody's going through it. So you have to be patient with that person that you meet in the at the queue, who's taking their time to take their shopping out the bag. You have to be patient with that person who's driving, who hasn't been in the car for the past close to 1 year and is driving a bit slower. You have to be patient. Emotional intelligence, in terms of society wise, is crucial. I mean, Boris should really employ me to really be on telly and equip people before they head out, because if he doesn't, to be honest, guys, we might be in it for ourselves, and it's also really good to prep our children, especially now, because our children have been stuck in the house, and all they've been hearing is do this, do that, wake up, go on your Zoom, and they've just been hearing you shouting and bickering at them. Have you washed up? Have you brushed your teeth? It's important for us to now teach them and start prepping them to be emotionally intelligent. Otherwise, they're going to go to school and they're going to be, your voice is going to be their voice, and they're going to be speaking the way you're speaking, and then obviously we'll end up into bullying, we'll end up into all other things. So it's crucial that as we are leading it towards a way of the doors being opened, to be emotionally intelligent to our personal self and to the person who's next to us. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying is making sense, guys, because obviously I haven't been here quite a while. I also wanted to raise an awareness to self-awareness. I'm talking about basically understanding comes through like taking time to think about what you're about to do. This might seem like it's just on like other people as a whole, but I wanted to raise self-awareness in terms of how we deal with people in the society. As I keep saying we're about to head out, and I know this is Pillow Talk, and I know you guys want me to come here today as it's Valentine and tell you all the cricks and cracks and how you should, you know, do your man tonight or do your woman tomorrow and do this and all the things that I usually talk about. But I really wanted to start Pillow Talk by really training us and talking about emotional intelligence. Sometimes, guys, I mean, ladies, I don't know whether I can speak for myself or speak for all women. Sometimes as women, because we are equipped and because we were given the grace, the ability to be able to deal with multiple things at a time, it has come to my understanding and it has come to my revelation that when I'm dealing with my husband and I'm dealing with other people, it can be work colleagues, it can be your siblings, it can be family members, your mom, your dad. If you don't take time to think through what you're about to say in your head and understand it yourself, you will become this person that just utters things without actually realizing that what you're saying does not make any sense. Am I making sense? So sometimes, you know, you become so passionate as a mom that you actually utter things in your mouth that make your husband feel like he is an inadequate dad, which he's not an inadequate dad, because obviously you laid down with him and, you know, you trusted him and, you know, in the bedroom. So you should trust him on the day to day. Am I making sense? So before we utter certain things, you know, to our partners, before we utter certain things to our family members, our bishops, we're gonna meet with our pastors, guys. You know, that pastor that you just realized has been lying to you for the past 40 years, that he actually cares about you, or he cares just for you to come to church and add another seat to a chair. We've had all these revelations during quarantine, but unless if you have emotional intelligence to understand that if it doesn't make sense if I say it to myself 10 times up here and it doesn't make any sense, then probably it doesn't make any sense. Or if I say it to myself up here 10 times and it doesn't sound very polite and it doesn't sound very proper, then it is probably not very, you know, kind and very proper. So it's crucial, guys, that as we are preparing ourselves to head on a stepping ladder to really show, because I'm really excited, guys. You have to know, I'm so excited to meet again with my family members. I'm so excited to meet again with my family at large, my friends, my neighbors, you know, my church friends and family. I'm excited, but unless if I have emotional intelligence, I'm gonna be uttering things out of my mouth that are gonna crucify me, you know, tomorrow, because yeah, emotional intelligence, guys, is really crucial at this point. Where am I looking? Sorry. So yeah, self-awareness in terms of how we deal. Sorry, I'm using the wrong phone. How we deal with others and thinking things through in our heads a couple of times before we do it. That leads on to my next point, which is basically talking, because when you're self-aware, when you are self-aware, I feel it actually equips you to be self-confident. Because if you're self-aware of what you're about to say, you are confident that when you say it, you are confident what I'm saying is actually, it makes sense and I don't sound stupid, to be honest. What am I trying to say? That, you know, when you meet, ladies, let us not shoot ourselves in the foot. Let us not sit and complain about our husbands and say how horrible they are because we sound stupid. Because why did you marry him? Like, and this is what I'm saying about self-awareness, because then you're gonna meet me, who's been stuck in my house for God knows how long, and I've been loving being stuck in the house with my husband, and I'm gonna hear you saying that, you know, I've just realized that he's not the one, huh? Then I'm gonna have to really be self-controlled and self-aware before I tell you that you sound stupid. Okay, let us not shoot ourselves in the foot, gents, when we are laying in bed with women who we just laid in bed with for the sake of trophy or for the sake to please your mom, because she kept saying, come on, Johnny, it's time for you to get married now. we sound really stupid when we are now 40, 50. And I say 40, 50 because, okay, these are my elders. I'm looking up to you guys, and I'm looking up to you for revelation. If us grown people can't lead by example and be self-aware and be correct, in the way that we do things, what are we teaching the younger ones? I worry for my kids. I worry when I see some of the people that are around me, some foolishness that people do. I worry, I worry that, so who's teaching them and what's going to come out of them in the future? So, I mean, just put that in your head, that, emotional intelligence, I got to look at myself as a person before I look at what society is bringing out there for me. Otherwise, we don't want to raise a bunch of a generation full of, because I wasn't given, because there was no bread at the table, so I didn't have no opportunity. Because I'm black, so things are hard for me. That conversation over my head is gone. Okay, I was in Clubhouse the other day, and I was with a bunch of my brothers and sisters of mine who I love very much, and they were talking about how they've just realized that it's hard as a black person to make it in society and make it in life. Marriages are breaking down. A lot of black brothers are being arrested, and they were like, "Oh, we need to go back to the root." And I thought to myself, which route are they talking about? Am I supposed to go back to, Mbuyanehanda? Am I supposed to go back to World War X? We can't look back, guys. We need to look forward, of which, as the doors are about to be opened, I need us to look forward in our relationships. Don't look back onto the things that we were failing in your relationship, but look at the things that are positive and look forward on how you can improve on those things. That's what I'm talking about, self-awareness. Don't look at what your partner is not doing. Look at what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing as a husband? If you're saying, my wife, you and okay, do you want a revelation? You could look from within. What am I doing? Am I emotionally intelligent to utter the things that I'm saying right now? Welcome back, baby.
Oh, thank you.
So when we are looking at emotional intelligence, it increases our ability to exist with other people. And when I say our ability to live with other people, I'm talking about managing ourselves. If you have never done this before, do it now. Manage your emotions. Take time as a woman, as a husband, as a wife, as a brother, as a sister, to manage your emotions. Put your emotions in categories. There is no point for me to try to be his mom, to try giving a maternal, to release a maternal emotion towards my husband, because I will never be his mother. I'm his wife. I am going to release a marital emotion towards him, because that's the kind of emotion that I have. This desire of him trying to come across as my father, it's never going to work, because he is my husband. So manage your emotions, as we are about to be unleashed. And those who have been stuck in houses, boys and girls, I'm talking particularly, and you're now going to be allowed to head out there, as you are going to meet John, who looks very hot and very fine. Be careful how you present and manage yourself emotionally. Okay, I'm not talking about intelligence wise. I'm talking about emotionally. If you don't manage your emotions, you are going to struggle in dealing with a lot of things, because society revolves around our emotions. The way I deal with you, how I recruit you at work, how your boss recruits you at work, is based around your emotions, of which, if your emotions are not intact, you're going to walk into an interview and you're going to be all over the place. If your emotions are not intact, you're going to walk back into your workplace and you're going to be all over the place. Manage your emotions, guys. Be able to know what emotion to draw towards which situations. And remember what I said earlier on, that when you are emotionally intelligent, you are able to think things through up here 10 times, bazillion times if you are me, because some of us, we are like rain and thunder. We just come like Usain Bolt and we utter it. So for me, I have to think 10 bazillion times before I utter what I want to utter in any given situation, because it stops you from then regretting. Once it's said, it's done, to be honest. You know, once you've told him that Ori Wole, then there's no going back, to be honest. There's no going back, guys. Once you've told him that you are useless in bed, there's no going back. Those words will stick with your husband. They will stick with your wife for the rest of our lives. Once you said that, you're fat these days, you are absolutely fat beyond.
So you die then? You suffer? I'm just asking for those.
You don't suffer, but you manage your emotions.
And
how do you manage your emotions? That means me knowing what to say. If my wife or my husband is emotionally strong enough, and we're both emotionally strong, that if you say to me that, baby, come on now, and you know that I can handle it, fine. But if you emotionally know that my wife can't handle it, then you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to stop and either wait until I am emotionally mature to be at a place where I can handle what you're saying.
Right.
But don't just come firing. If you don't manage your emotions, you're gonna struggle. I'm telling you, you will struggle in a relationship. You will struggle in emotions, because each person we meet in life, each person we're around, they need a different kind of emotion from us.
Right.
So my kids need a different type of emotion. My husband is a different type of emotion.
Right.
So unless if I know how to channel which emotion into who, I'm gonna struggle.
Right.
And unless if I manage those emotions, I'm gonna struggle.
Can I provoke you a little bit? Because
provoke me with time.
Right. Okay. It's beautiful what you're saying, and I agree 110% what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when you realize that? Okay, let me put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that we have to manage our emotions. And I believe everybody out there is agreeing with the notion that we have to manage our emotion. But how do we educate ourselves to get to the level where we can manage our emotion? Because maybe how I grew up, how I was taught to manage my emotion was that if anything arises, deal with it. If there are casualties, oh well. Or you might meet somebody else who was trained that if there is a crisis, keep quiet and die inside, right? So you've got two different personalities with zero emotional intelligence, just to be honest. So how do we individually and as a couple build our emotional intelligence so that we don't waste time lying to each other? Is it because we don't want to break ourselves emotionally or to break our partner's emotions? But on the other hand, even though we are not trying to break their emotion by telling them the truth, we are actually killing our relationship. So I don't know if you understand.
I think I answered you early on when you had pissed off somewhere.
Right.
And I said, what you have to understand about emotional intelligence is the fact that how you think and feel, the other person might not necessarily think and feel the same way. Okay, so just because I have been trained to deal with things, boom, 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 does not mean the other person I'm dealing with has been trained. So I have to put myself in a position to know that I can't deal with things that way. Because if I deal with things boom, 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 like I've been taught, or if I deal with things and reserve and keep them inside, the other person might misunderstand me. So then the best way is for us as a couple to come together, of which I didn't want to go into pillow talk like this, because then what time is it? You see, I got plans. Okay, I'm sorry, but I got plans because you're gonna keep me here for a long now. We'll start going into pillow talking. I don't want to do that. I want to just give a broad, overall kind of saying. You have to now be able, but anyway, I'll answer you. You have to be at a place to be able to understand that when I'm dealing with you, babe, unless if I communicate with you, unless if I get to know you, unless if I take time to study, because my emotions, when I'm studying emotional intelligence, I'm not studying me, I'm studying you. In order for me to know how to then emotionally deal with you.
Right.
Does it make sense? So this notion of we are all the same and we all think the same, put it in the bin. That's why I said early on, I can't assume that my maternal instinct that I have towards the kids, you have the same. Because you're not maternal, you're paternal. So you're already from creation, we were created as two beings who deal with things and approach situations differently. So once I understand that in my head as a wife, then, you
just hope and pray that your husband also develop his emotional intelligence, then you come together.
We're not going to hope and pray, because at this point we're looking forward. We're looking forward, and we are going to say, because we are listening to this as husband and wife,
Right.
emotional intelligence is not just going to be for me. I'm going to speak to my husband about emotional intelligence and say, baby, look, I think, emotionally, we're all over the place. You and me, we're both all over the place. And I'm struggling to get through my points without you saying I'm hormonal.
Right.
Or
right.
without you saying that, oh, she's on a bloody period again.
Right.
And then it will have to, and then you will have to also say, look, I'm not wired like that. I don't deal with things the way you deal with them. See, communication and conversating. But we're not going to go into pills, okay, babe? Because
no worries. I'm just enjoying that you're back again, and I guess everyone here, they missed you. I don't know why, they're not showing the emotion that they missed you, bro.
See, because I'm emotionally intelligent, I forgive them.
You forgive,
and I love them.
Okay.
So managing our emotions was what I was talking about, because I wanted to just lead on to my next point, which was, if we manage our emotions, then, and I'm talking about self-managing your emotions, not as a collective. I can't manage your emotions. I can only manage my own. Then therefore it will help me manage my relationships, because relationships are centered around, they're centered around how you deal with people emotionally. We don't like to say it because we like to think that, because if I was to ask everybody on this platform that, why do you work at the work that you work? Why are you there, not at the other place? You can say to me that pay is good, but half of the time there is an emotional connection that you have, either with your boss or the person who employed you, or somebody who referred you to that employment.
Right.
So everything around us is around emotions. You wear the clothes that you wear because they make you feel good. They make you feel nice. You talk to the people you talk to because they make you feel nice. They appreciate who you are. So because everything around us is based around emotions, if we are not emotionally intelligent, we are not going to know how to emotionally manage our relationships. When we're talking about emotionally managing our relationships, we're talking about being able to understand that when I'm in the house with my husband, he's my husband, there is a certain emotion, a certain aura that I need to release in the house to my husband. But at the same time, I can't release that certain amount of emotion to my children. The emotion that I release towards my friends, I can't release that to my children, because my children cannot be my friends. Because then you gotta be able to balance the scales. If the scales are not balanced, you will find that you will raise children who are disrespectful to their parents and who have no limit, because they have been raised in such a way that emotionally, there's not been emotional intelligence in the household to separate the relationships and put them in shelves. Am I making sense? Am I making sense, people? So it's crucial that as we are leading, and some of us, I was with a young gentleman today, and he's towards his way of proposing to his, new wife, and it's crucial that as we are entering into new relationships, as we are entering into new and different, realms, as our children are heading out into the world, that we teach them to be emotionally intelligent. There is no point feeding bread to the dogs. There is no point, I love what's called Rich Daddy Poor Daddy, what he said. He said, don't give your children what they want, give them what they need.
That's important.
And it's crucial that we understand, when we are trying to love our children and are trying to love our husbands and our wives, when we are trying to love our mother-in-law, our brother-in-law, our sisters, our brothers, our mothers, that we put people and manage our relationships emotionally, intelligently manage our relationships. Otherwise, we're going to be at a place where we will raise a society and a community where a wife will not know her place with her husband, where a husband will not know his position with his wife, where children are just running around headless and trying to be adults when they're still children. Okay, where you have the husband trying to be the wife and the wife trying to be the husband, and it's all a concoction of all sorts. But if we understand our positions and we are emotionally intelligent and we are standing in line with who we are as children of God, because don't forget, on this platform we are Christians, but I'm also speaking to those who are not Christians. Okay, emotional intelligence has got nothing to do with your religion. It's got nothing to do with what you believe in. It's just to do with your blankata, whether it's tuned in or it's not. If you switch it off, then it's off. But if you switch it on and you just take time to just think a little bit that the people I'm dealing with don't necessarily see things the way I see them, so hence therefore I have to take a step back think 10 times and then act and then talk, and then I feel you'll be a much more fulfilled person, and you'll be a much more happier person if you deal with things that way. Now, just going into what's it called, just concluding, what I was saying here, as I'm about to head off. Unless if anybody's got a question,
No,
just
take your time.
just pop it. I don't have time. And you see, my husband's always trying to keep me in here, and I keep trying to see. I'm the kind of wife who on Valentine's Day he's pulled me here to come live, and I would have been doing other things.
Jesus.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, those who are watching from America, those who are watching from Australia. Good morning to you. I see somebody just said good morning from Australia. God bless you. Hi guys. Do you know the most difficult thing about, like, I find it so cringe when people are like looking at the screen going, hi guys, so welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is, hi everyone. I find it so weird. Like, for me, it's just so weird. Like, I'm a different presenter. I rather just say what I gotta say and then come off. Unless if we're in Clubhouse and then we can actually conversate, or unless if we're on a one-to-one, then we can conversate. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope what I'm saying is making sense, and I hope that you guys are sat there with your loved ones, and if you were angry that he didn't buy you a Valentine's present, get over it. Gosh, there's another day tomorrow. If you're angry that she didn't buy you a Valentine's present, or if you're angry that she didn't, Guesha from, what you doing? Stop it. If you're angry that she didn't, kneel down from the door all the way to come and serve you food. Emotional intelligence, guys, because some of the things, this man, I'm gonna. But stop it.
I want them to see my apostle.
If you're in the league, then we might just what's it called, show you, but
emotional intelligence.
Yeah, and you're not being very emotionally intelligent right now.
Emotionally show them your gift.
So I just wanted to leave you guys with a couple of strategies, that can help you if you are somebody who's dealing with the emotional intelligence. I just want to help you guys just a little bit, deal with emotional intelligence in your relationships. Okay, so I have here that that visit your values. Okay, number one, visit your values. When we're dealing with emotional intelligence, visit your values, because what's important and what, like, for example, I'm talking, it's Valentine's Day today, okay? And to me, maybe my values are that Valentine's Day is crucial, okay? So that means because Valentine's Day is crucial to me, instead of me waiting for my husband to bring forth, the gifts and do the lot and whatnot, why are you waiting? Why are you not doing it yourself? I mean, do it yourself. I mean,
we need another life for that one.
Do it yourself. I know we need another life for that one. But visit your values. That what values align with what matters to you, and and that will attract, for those who are still single and searching, for those who are looking for jobs, for those who are looking to step out and start conversating with people again. It will attract the people who are like-minded. So be careful what values you keep in your brain. Be careful what values you emotionally allow yourself to get involved in, because certain values, you wake up to, certain values are just for a season and a time. Certain values are just, Valentine's Day is just on the 14th of February, okay? It's not for every day. So be careful what values you allow yourself to emotionally get yourself drawn in, to cause a fuffle over, Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret is going to be rich, okay? They're going to be rich today because you've just gone and shouted at your husband that he didn't buy you that, that Longolay. When the bigger picture is, does he love you? Okay? Whether he's spent money on the Longolay, it doesn't really matter. The bottom line is, does he love you? So how Apostle came in, and he jumped up and he was like, how do I teach myself and how do I train myself in emotional intelligence? And I guess if you look at some of these strategies, for those who are taking notes, they might help you come to a place where you might actually be very understanding that you are very stupid okay, that some of the things that you've been uttering are very stupid, and some of the things that you've been working yourself over are very stupid.
Pillow Talk is back. She's back, guys.
No, I'm sorry, but
She's back.
you know, because sometimes, you know, we focus too much on, you know, affirmatives from other people, you know, like, are they seeing my relationship? Are they seeing that? Are they seeing that, you know, I look cute today? Look, I'm looking this cute for me, honey. Don't get it twisted. I'm looking this cute for, of course, baby, it's all about you, you know? I'm looking this cute because all that matters to me is how me and my husband feel. And just like somebody saying, you know, that positivity is key and love is the highest frequency, of which that positivity, you know, you are very right. That positivity comes from me being aware of what I value, the things that I value, and what feedback, you know, I allow myself to get worked over. Listen, if you come to my house right now and you say to me, First Lady, you know what? You should have done more for your husband. You should. I'll look at you and be like, you're so stupid. I'm gonna do what's within my means, and I'm gonna do what's within my relationship. I'm gonna do with what's within my capability of my emotional intelligence that I can do. Because I'm not gonna get myself worked up over social media of what people are doing and not doing. Because that's not being emotional intelligent. I'm not gonna start comparing and saying that, oh, you know, yesterday or today, you know, today, yesterday it was what's it called, 21 Vision. Tomorrow it's another thing. I'm not gonna get myself worked up over that. But I'm gonna look from within, saying, am I being emotionally intelligent by screaming at my husband over the things that I can't even do for myself? I always say to girls who come to me and ask me that, First Lady, how do I prepare myself, you know, during the waiting stage for my husband? And I say to them that let your expectations match what you can deliver. And what do I mean by that? If I can't buy myself a Range Rover, why am I expecting someone else's son to do it? I'm sorry, but
making men become criminals.
I'm not making them become criminals.
No, not you, but them who are forcing their spouse to buy.
Is he supposed to go and rob, you know, Land Rover? If he can't afford it, why are you expecting? Just the same topic of Pillow Talk is back, guys, and I'll go through this topic. The other day, you know, I was talking about Lobola, and I was saying, if you can't afford, as a 40-year-old man, if you can't afford 15 grand, why are you expecting some 24-year-old kid to pay 15 grand for your child? Guys, but that's another topic for another day. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. So point number one is strategies on how to raise your IQ. What did you say? Put a list down of your core values. Point number two, be careful what feedback you are getting in, or what feedback you are seeking from others, seeking approval, seeking affirmative, seeking advice. Look at that. And then lastly, watch yourself. Okay? Do you know what First Lady said? Watch yourself.
On the mirror.
Huh?
On the mirror.
If you have to go in the mirror and watch yourself, then go and do that.
Right.
What I mean by watch yourself, guys, is, you know, when a hawk or when an eagle flies way up in the sky, it positions itself at a place of full view. Now, what I tend to do to help me emotionally place people in my relationships in actual brackets, emotionally place my relationships in such a way that I know that I'm delivering the correct amount according to my capacity to each person that requires from me, is by watching myself from within. Because if you don't have it from within, and if you're not at a place of full view, you're not going to be able to see what's to go where. You know, best analogy I can give you is, you know, when you see Brugwa fridge. Sorry, you know, I keep going to my language. Sorry. You know, when you see underwear in the fridge, it doesn't belong in the fridge. You know, when you see, if you see yogurt stored up on top of the cupboard upstairs, it's supposed, ice creams and yogurt are supposed to go in the fridge. So unless if you have a full panoramic view of who's around you, what are they doing, who are they, where are they coming from and going, and why are they in my life, you're gonna struggle, because then you're gonna channel the wrong emotions to the wrong people. you're gonna channel the wrong emotions to people who might actually take advantage of you. If you're a girl, if you're vulnerable, if you're in marriage, your husband can also and your wife can also very much take advantage of you. Just like your husband can take advantage of you, your children can take advantage of you because you don't have a few view of what's around me and who's around me and which emotional intelligence do I need to deliver to who. You will struggle. So I think for me, is it 1/2 yet? Oh, okay, I got about a few minutes left. I think for me, it's crucial as we are about to step out as husband and wife that we come out stronger, that we come out understanding that not only is God on your side, but He has given you the ability to be emotionally intelligent to deal with people around you, people within, especially those voices from within your head that are telling you that you're ugly, you're fat, that are telling you that you're old, you're no longer in with the young ones, whatever it is that that voice is saying to you. It's important that we understand that emotional intelligence is at the center of what we do. Even Christ himself, he says that a new commandment that I give unto you is that love one another as Christ loved the church. So as we are gonna go, because our chef is here, as we're gonna
spill
go,
our secrets.
See, this is what I mean, guys. Emotional intelligence.
Very intelligent. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, philosophically, biologically intelligent.
We love you guys, and we hope that just a little snippet of Pillar Talk coming back, opening up with emotional intelligence. Let me just say that I appreciate each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. All my screen friends, all my screen family. You mean a lot to me because without you, I wouldn't be able to share. I'll be talking to the bricks and mortar, but I've got people who I can share my journey of life with. I'm not saying that I know it all. I'm also on this journey of emotional intelligence, hence why I share it to say, hey, brother and sister, listen, if at any point you feel that I have emotionally intelligently insulted or not been so intelligent, call me out on it because we're on this journey together to learn together. So with that said, I think I'm good to go.
Are you all right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, thank you very much for watching us and for welcoming back the First Lady after a whole year. It's been a while, but may the good Lord bless you and may the good Lord continue to protect you. And just want to thank everyone who's been following Pillar Talk, who has been following the apostolic prayer for you, our Sunday services. I see you guys communicating in the chats. Want to say, may the good Lord bless you. Surely I'll try my best to bring it sometime next week. Hopefully. With your prayers, it's possible. Guys.
You know how I operate.
Don't worry, I'll buy a Bugatti.
You know how I operate.
All right, God bless you guys.
God bless you. God bless you, Pastor Lulu. God bless you. God bless you, Mom. God bless you, Vinny. God bless you. See, this is a problem because I can't read. I can't see that far.
You should have gone to Specsavers. For your daughter there, your PA there.
God bless you, Octavia. God bless you. God bless you. See, dementia.
Emotional. Intelligent.
God bless you. God bless you, everyone. God bless you. God bless you, everyone.
God bless you, my prophetess.